Hi, I just wanted to record this quick video to show you a few things. Some of you already know about my framework to wealth, which is a quadrant. And on the quadrant, I have the E, M, G, P. And E meaning earn. So you've got to earn, and then you've got to manage, and then you've got to grow your money, and then you've got to protect your assets. Yeah, so this is what I call the framework to wealth. And we do this very well. A lot of people who know me already know about the Five Talents Trader brand, and there we train people on how to invest in the markets, so stock markets and forex, and particularly forex and even cryptocurrencies, and people are making money, growing their money. And but the challenge I have for a lot of people, the challenge I've seen by having in the past 12 months reached out to over 9,000 people, is that a lot of people don't even have the money to grow. And so they approach the market as though they just want to get the money from the market. But the reality is you need to be able to have some money, not a lot, but you need to have some money to start to grow in the market. But you remember that the process is not to go from E to G, it's got to be E, M, G. And if you need any information on that, we can send that to you. But particularly today, what I'm doing today is to actually help folks to see how they can boost their earnings. And so this E could be your job or your business, what your business gives you. Remember, you're not your business, so your business pays you something, and so that's your business. This could also be your side hustle. Yeah, I like this a lot. Your side hustle. So this can be your side hustle as well. So that's what you can get earnings from. Remember, money is never, when people say they make money, the only place that money is made is actually at the mint, in the central banks. You have to earn money. You've got to do something to earn money. So it can be through a job when you exchange your time for money, or it can be through a sort of business, or it can be a side hustle. But whatever this business or side hustle is, you can have your business or your side hustle, and that could mean things like merchandise. So you buy something at a value, and then you sell it at a higher value, and then you split the difference, and that becomes your profit. So, and one of my mentors, Jim Rohn, will always say that profits are better than wages. So whatever you do from your side hustle is always better than your job, because your job, you're exchanging time for money. But with something like a business where you've got to sell something at a higher value than you got it, then the potential is infinity, really. So yeah, so that can be merchandise, and in this day and age, in 2020, we're seeing a lot now online, various things online. So it can be information, selling information, and this is really very good. I do this a lot as well. So the know-hows. So if you're an expert in something, then you can actually show other people how to do the same thing, and you get paid doing that. So that's selling information. So it can be in the form of courses, in webinars and coaching programs and things like that. And then you can also do, most people or many people will be aware of this as well, where you have agency or influencer. So agency or influencers. Now this is where you help a business to get customers who pay them, and then the business pays you either part of what the customers pay them, or they pay you just a standard invoice amount every time you do this work for them. And as an influencer, it's the same thing. You just attract customers to businesses. And my wife does this quite a bit now. And so this is three things. And then the fourth one is, in all these, you've got to have a product, you've got information, you've got to create a product. Agency, you've got to know you've got to have the traffic that you can sell, send to the customer and things like that. But there's another bit that you can start off quick, because my aim is to get you to start this off quick, so you can get some money that you can manage, and then you can put it into into an investment that then multiplies it and then takes it around, and your life starts to change. And let me say here that every wealthy person you see on the planet today has multiple sources of income. So just think about Microsoft, massive company. They have, the main thing about Microsoft is their software, so the iOS system. So the iOS, sorry, I say iOS, the system that actually runs the computer. So the brain behind the computer, and that's the Windows. So that's their main product. But then they've got complementary products like the Microsoft Office, the Office 365. So those things are now bringing in more money, not just the software. And then they now have also the Surface tablets, computer tablets, and they've got various other things that they sell as complementary to the main thing. So even Microsoft has got multiple streams of income. And when you look at Apple as well, the same thing. So they've got the iPad, the iPhone, the Mac, the various things that the earphone, everything. And they make money from all these things. And you can buy any of them you choose. Just buy one, buy two, buy the whole lot. In fact, the main thing is they bring you in at the start with just one thing. And before you know it, a couple of years down the line, you have a host of other Apple products. And they strategically do that. You don't realize it, but they strategically do that to you. And that's the same thing that you should start thinking of doing as well. But the fourth thing I'm going to tell you here is something that you can start doing quickly, and that's affiliation. So being an affiliate. So here, you don't need to create a product. You don't need to create a how-to information course. You don't need to be an agency just bringing clients to someone else. In fact, you can become the client that gets the customers, as it were. But this can be started right now, today, as in you can start today, affiliation, as it were. And that's what that simply means is you, for an example, you have the client here that needs the customers, and then you've got all these people that you know or you can bring to them, a lot of them. You've got all these people here, and this is you here. Yeah. And so what you do then is all those people that you know, so these are your people under your circle of influence, or just people that you're able to attract. What your plan is to bring these people over here to let them see what this client has. So you've got to make sure that this client has value that you can actually give to these folks here. So because if this person doesn't have value, you've just upset these guys here. So you've got to make sure that there's value here that you can show these folks about. And once you've done that, what then happens is these guys here pay you a fraction of what they are getting from all these folks here, as it were. I hope that sounds, made it as simple as I can get it. That's what they're trying to do here in affiliation is you get these guys, you point them to here, and this guy pays you some money to do that. It's all structured. Your money is protected. You know who you brought and stuff like that. So that's affiliation. You can start this today, and I will show you how to do that to just help you grow your in the earning side. Now, let me show you how you can boost this up. Show you how you can boost this up as in massively. Now, you can now take that same concept of affiliation and you can boost it by combining it with MLM. What is MLM? It's not a dirty word. It is multi-level marketing. A lot of people fear this word, but nothing in this world happens without MLM. Now, I looked at what's the brand now? The brand that owns Asda in America, Walmart. So Walmart, yeah, in 2019, their sales were in, I think, $500 and something billion, $521 billion, something like that. And when you calculate the number of people that came into the shop and calculated the average they spent in the shop, each person spent an average of $38 in Walmart, which means they had to have a lot of people come around in their shop. It was in the millions around their shops worldwide, and that's why they were able to make billions of dollars revenue. So you can employ that same kind of principle as a person, as it were. And what do I mean by that? So imagine you again, you have the client with the value. So this is the value. You must make sure this is a place of value. These are all the people you're bringing. You're bringing all these people over to come and see what this value provider has. And so that's you there, as it were. And remember, these folks here come here, they find this place very nice, they spend money there. That guy pays you a bit of what they pay him, and so you're earning money. But as well, you can actually find one or two people who also know many other folks. So they know many folks like you do. So this guy here as well knows many folks like you do. Yep. And so what do? You can then get this guy here to introduce this company to their team, to people they know. You can call them team, people they know, and point these guys here. So when these guys buy anything from here, this guy also gets paid, and so you're helping people to come out of poverty or to improve their earnings. So there is a mission behind it, so it's a good thing. So there's a spiritual mission as well as you're blessing them with the earnings, with the E, if you remember. But when you do that as well, part of this also comes to you. A fraction of it also comes to you. Yeah. So this guy actually comes from this guy to you. So they pay you a bit more, or a bit from what this guy brings. And then you can do the same thing here as well. This person here also to this company here, and they pay him or her a little bit of what they spend. And when that happens as well, you also get paid a bit of that. So for instance, if you're getting paid something like $10 here, and this person does what they do and they also get $10 from what they do, but because you brought them to this company, the company then pays you something like $3 more, and then to these guys as well, this person also makes $10, so they're making $10 like you, no problem. But then the company also pays you, maybe in this case here, they pay you $2, whatever the case is. So right here, you've just grown your income, your earnings here by 50%. So you've gone from $10 to $15 by having these two folks who still get paid, but by using them, by having them in your team, your network, you're able to then earn 15% more from their efforts. So you don't have to go talk to 300 people. These guys are bringing 200, you only need to talk to 100. And so that's what it's called leverage. And you've got to see the power of having leverage in your life. It's the same thing we use in our forex trading or stock trading. We use leverage. We use the power of compounding. And that's what you're doing here as well. But then what that does for you is you then have some extra income that you can then take to your EMGP, and suddenly you have more money coming into your G here. And we can also show you how to do 25% minimum a year so easily. And so from every angle, you're just growing. I hope that makes sense. I want you to go watch a video about this opportunity I have for you that shows you exactly how to start this today. Very inexpensive. Start this today and you can start earning that money as well. So follow the link on this video and go ahead and sign up, and I'll be right there to help you, to coach you, to handhold you in that entire process. All right. If you do have any other questions, please do come to me, and I will obviously be ready to support. All right. You take care. Cheers.